So today's review is going to be to see if the DaranEner 2000 Powerstation can run this Ryobi 1900 PSI electric pressure washer. As you can see, I have other power stations that could run it, but I'm very curious if this can do it and for how long. So the one thing I see that I don't like right now is pressure washers like this. However, the AC outlets have this flap, so I had to run into an extension cord for it to fit right, otherwise it doesn't want to plug in. As you can see, it's at 100% state of charge. So I guess that's a no, it doesn't work. Since that didn't work, we're gonna try the Delta Mini. Supposedly this could run it. Guess we'll find out. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Since it didn't power on the beast of this power station, we're using the Delta Mini. Currently state of charge is at 95%. Let's see if this one works. And it does. Guess I gotta figure out later why this one wasn't able to run it, and it's a much bigger power station. So it's holding up well. As you can see, about 1300 to 1400 watts being used. The only problem with this power station, as everyone knows, smaller capacity battery, so we got about 29 minutes runtime, which isn't exactly enough for what we're going to try and accomplish today. So what I'm going to try and do is see if, since this couldn't run the actual pressure washer, if we can have this charge the Delta Mini. So let's see if this unit can provide enough power to recharge this battery, and hopefully the Delta Mini doesn't shut off, because I've heard that if you run it to max and you try to charge it at max, it sometimes has an issue. Let's find out. And just like that, it did turn off. And it did turn off when I tried to feed power to it. So if I had to guess, the inrush current from the pressure washer caused it to trip, and that's why it wasn't working, which I guess isn't a good thing for heavy loads. The Delta Mini was able to handle it. However, as you saw, as I was trying to use the bigger power station to charge the Mini would trip out, but that has to do with the amount of current that's going through both that and this. So now that we're taking a break from everything, I'm just going to charge up the Delta Mini with the DaranEner and see if it can do a continuous 900 watt load. Appears to handle it just fine. So the other thing I've learned from this power station is that you can't use one 12-volt panel because the voltage needs to be at least 33 is my understanding. So I had to wire 2 panels in series in order for it to get connected, and these are 2 100 watt panels, so I'm not expecting to see maybe more than 140 watts going into the power station. So let's find out. Not sure if you can see this, but as you can see, you only get about 116 watts in series. Not sure if it comes up on screen, but I'm looking at about 99 watts to 120 watts is what I've seen. It does have an XT60 connectors, an input along with an AC plug like all other power stations. At this current rate, it's going to say that it's about 6.2 hours to fully charge. But Florida sun, it's going to be a very, very hot and bright day. So overall thoughts on this, it's not a bad unit. Definitely make sure you use loads that are less than 2,000 watts. Wasn't really impressed with the surge, but it was able to charge back up the Delta Mini 900 watts continuous to full state of charge. It was able to run a couple of other outdoor appliances. This is the 4th of July, so we have a refrigerator going, a cooler, some fans. We were able to charge our phones. Did really well at those. The only issue I saw otherwise too was it does have a charging pad, but I guess the case that I use for my phone is a bit too thick and it wasn't able to charge my phone. Retail on this, from what I saw, is about 1,500 bucks. I've seen that there's some codes floating around the internet to get it cheaper. I will link in the description below of where you can find this, and until the next one, thanks. So if you're wondering who was actually doing the pressure washing while I was messing around with the power station, it would be this person, my lovely wife. Yeah, she loves doing this kind of stuff. Thanks.